Here's a quick guide for Nezha's ability, starting off with his passive. His passive makes him have extra slide speed, and also he makes him slide further. However, most people find this annoying, so there is an Excellence augment that turns this off and gives him 50% ability strength instead. His first ability not only gives him movement speed, increased movement speed, but it also leaves a trail of fire behind wherever he goes. This does do a minor bit of damage to enemies that are left behind him, but it also cleanses allies of negative status effects when they pass through it. This also grants them status immunity if they're standing within it. His second ability will fire out his truck room, which will attack enemies and bounce around between them, making them weaker to damage, extra chance to drop health orbs, and extra chance to drop energy orbs. Additionally, you can also activate the ability again while it's still activated to teleport to the location of the truck room. You can hardcast the ability to increase the damage it does, but it no longer bounces between enemies, instead just fires out straight. Also, if your first ability is activated when you do teleport, it will create a small explosion, creating an arena fire around Nezha. The augment for this ability will not only double the damage each time the truck room hits an enemy, but it will also increase the extra drop chance that it puts on enemies. Nezha's third ability is Warding Halo, which grants him a damage redirection of 90%, which is a great source of damage reduction, and it works very similarly to Iron Skin, in the sense that when Nezha first activates the ability, he grants a small period of vulnerability. All damage he takes is stored, multiplied, and then added to the health of Warding Halo. Warding Halo's health then scales to power strength and also Nezha's armor. And I say 90% damage redirection because 90% of the damage that Nezha takes gets redirected to Warding Halo, and once its health runs out, it deactivates and you can recast it. The augment for this ability allows you to cast the ability again to place it onto allies by targeting them. Nezha's fourth ability will simply impale enemies on spears in a 360-degree radius within a 19-meter range. These enemies will be completely immobilized and will be able to attack you or anything else, and they'll be completely crowd controlled. With the augment for this ability, applying status effects to enemies that are currently impaled on the spears will spread those status effects to all enemies that are currently on spears. In addition to this, when the spears run off, either when the duration ends or if you forcefully end the ability by casting it again, it will remove all heat, toxic, or slash procs on the enemies, and then deal damage to enemies equal to the remaining damage that those status procs should have done times 1.5, and then multiply as scales of strength. However, the augment does lower the ability's range from 19 meters to 14 meters at base.